Alright guys, what's up? Amer the Hammer here. I'm going to teach you a really cool method of conserving energy so that you don't feel tired or worn out by the end of the day. A lot of it's to do with posture. So you guys feel tired or worn out by the end of the day and you're looking into nutrition. You know, am I drinking enough water? Am I doing this or am I doing that? In a lot of cases, it's postural imbalances that are causing you to exert more energy throughout the day. I'm going to teach you something pretty cool. When you guys implement this, you're going to see a big difference if you have this problem. So let's look at just, you know, a pillar, okay? If we have a pillar and we have a big concrete block on top of it, where's the best place to place this block? Is it going to be in the center or is it going to be offset on one side or the other? Obviously it's going to be on the center, because if we move it from one side or the other more, you know, in either direction, what's going to happen is this pillar needs to work 10 times harder in order to hold that block on top, or it will eventually fall over. Now the good thing is your body's not going to allow you to fall down. Our bodies won't just let us fall down. So our bodies will compensate. So what happens for you guys that have this kyphotic upper back and your head's in a migrated position, your head's very far forward. What needs to work harder is your lumbar spine. So all these muscles in your lower back, your L1 to L5, they're all working 10 times harder. They're contracting throughout the whole day so that you don't tip over. So the further your head goes out, the more your lower back has to work in order to keep you in a neutral position or to keep you standing and walking around. So these muscles are constantly in a contracted position. What happens when we contract muscles or when we work out? We exert energy. So throughout the day, you're exerting a lot more energy than you need to be. Okay? What you need to do is work on bringing your head back to a neutral position so that you're not in a migrated position. Okay? And how do we do that? That's done through a number of methods. The first way that I would teach you is to keep aware of that problem. So just be aware of it. Very simple. You know, you're in this position, you walk like this, and a lot of it happens or you sit at the computer. For a lot of you guys, it's because you're at the computer for long periods of time and your neck slowly works towards the computer screen. Or you're reading a book and your neck slowly works down towards the book. You need to just be aware of it, having good body awareness. Keeping your neck back, keeping your chin back. When our clients work out, when our athletes work out, we constantly ingrain it in their heads to keep a nice neutral cervical spine. Pull your chin back. Tuck your chin in your face like you're making a double chin. That's a good way to put it, right? So just like that. It's not lifting your chin up. It's not pushing your chin down, because either way you're going into flexion or extension by doing that. It's tucking your chin and packing your chin back into this position. That's the first thing that I would tell you to work on. The second thing is that your neck flexors are weak. Your neck extensors are too strong. So the first thing that I would tell you to do, work on that. I've put out a video before on working your neck, strengthening the muscles in your neck to bring you back to a neutral position. Check out some of the other videos that I've already released on that. So I hope that makes sense, guys. Reduce the amount of energy that you're wasting by bringing your head back to a neutral position, getting your head in line over your pelvis. So see how far this guy's head is, way in front of his pelvis? We want to bring the head back so that it's about here. Right? And that way it's balanced right over the spine, because the spine, you know, they're very small vertebrae, and essentially the best way to put it is that it's like a pillar with a box on top. That's what your head's a box or a circle, whatever you want to call it, but this is your spine here, right? We want to keep the center of mass right over the center. Whenever you're doing your deadlifts, whenever you're doing your exercises, that's why we cue you guys to keep the barbell closest to your center of mass. When you're doing a press, and some of you guys are pressing out here over your head, you're making it harder for yourself. The further you go out forward, the heavier the weight gets. When you're doing a deadlift, if the weight's way out here, the weight's a lot heavier than it is if it's closer to your body, closer to the center of mass, guys. Take that into consideration. Be aware of where your head is at all times. And start saving energy. It's going to make a big difference by the end of the day. You know, if you may be wasting hundreds of calories per day trying to keep your head in that position and really exerting yourself through the ground, especially for you guys that have a job where it requires you to be more hands-on. Alright guys, so as always, push yourself to success. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure to like the video. I'll put out a lot more videos. Follow me on Instagram at Amer the Hammer, Facebook, Amer the Hammer, and all that, guys. Thanks for the support. You guys are awesome. Team Hammer.